All right, you guys. So I haven't exactly been the most positive when it came to this new E3, but I just want you guys to know that there is some stuff I'm looking forward to. If you didn't watch all of my, I have 4 parts of my thoughts on E3 2008. If you care to check them out, but if you haven't watched them all, I'm just going to list the games that I actually am excited for, that I am at least hopeful for. I can't say for sure if they're going to turn out great, but let's go ahead and get into it. So number one, we'll start with Session. Kind of a weird name. I don't know why they call it, why they just don't call it Sessions. But I think because Sessions is an actual brand name, or it used to be a skate name. If you're from the old school, you remember that. But yeah, I mean, we should have. Why didn't we get a Skate 4? I don't really know. EA is shady, and in a way, I'm actually kind of glad that maybe we're not getting an EA Sports game. But yeah, I'm hopeful for it. I mean, there wasn't much to go on with the trailer, but I just really want a new skateboarding game because we have gotten zero in like the past 5-6 years. With the exception, I think, of that Shaun White's skateboarding, or was that actually could be over 5 years old. My memory isn't that great. But anyways, so there's this like sword fighting game. The title is too hard for me to remember, but it looks really amazing. I'll link it in the description. I only saw a little bit, but wow, the landscapes look amazing. I mean, somebody really took their time with that game. So I have a feeling that game will definitely, exceed my expectations of a hack and slash. I'm a huge fan of Ninja Gaiden. Even go back to the old school NES ones. I'm an old fart basically, so I'm about that life. I'm about that Ninja Gaiden life. Other sword fighting games I've played that I really liked. I'm trying to think. Guess there isn't that many. Oh, of course, Metal Gear Solid Rising. That was an amazing game. I had so much fun with that game. So I hope this one is sort of similar to it in some ways, but then again, it's its own game, and maybe there'll be new features that I will enjoy. But I really don't know much about it, so that's all I can really say on that one. It's for those of you who don't know, it like takes place hundreds of years ago, back I guess with samurais. The guy looks like a samurai, so maybe there will be ninjas in it. Maybe. I'm not getting my hopes up though. But I mean, really, that's okay because there have been plenty of other ninja games. I guess it's time for a samurai game. I think there have been other samurai games in the past. I'm just not familiar with them. I'm trying to think. I remember there was one someone recommended to me back on like the PlayStation 2. Nishi or was something Nishi. I don't remember, man. I'll link it in the description if I can find it. But anyways, I just thought I'd speak briefly on that one. And okay, so Tomb Raider, Shadow of the whatever. I'm not the best at remembering these names, but Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think. I saw a little bit of this gameplay today, and they fixed the one thing that bothered me on Rise of the Tomb Raider, and that was the water and swimming. Because in Rise of the Tomb Raider, you can't really go deep in swimming. And if you're from the old school like me, you'll know that the swimming was the best part in the old school Tomb Raider games. Just diving to the depths, of the water, not knowing what you're gonna run into. I don't know why they took that out, but thankfully they added it back with this one. So that's the number one thing I'm looking forward to in this game. I think they pretty much nailed it in Rise of the Tomb Raider. I didn't play the one before it, but I watched some of it and it looked really good. So man, they've really been stepping their game up on these Tomb Raider games. But I will say though that I don't know, Tomb Raider. I mean, there have been so many games now. I don't know if much more is even necessary from the series. But I would like to see what they can bring to the table with this one. I think that this will still be worth playing. I think so, anyways. Again, there isn't much to go on with these trailers, unfortunately. And I've stated too that the reason why there isn't much to go on is because a lot of these different games, they'll make the cutscenes, it take up at least half the time, and really, what's the point in that? People just want to see the gameplay. I mean, sure, you can show a little bit, for story, but I think they spend way too much time on cutscenes personally, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, let's see here. One more game I was looking forward to. Aside from some of the Nintendo stuff, which I'm not gonna really get into because I know everyone's looking forward to the new Smash Brothers, and Mario Party looks cool and all that other shit. I'm not really a fan of Xenoblade, but I'm sure it's got a lot of weebs really excited. I'll just put it that way. They've got their body pillows ready. No, but seriously, one last game though I wanted to speak on was Devil May Cry 5. So, like with Tomb Raider, I was kind of speculating with myself, like, is this one even necessary? To me it seemed like they ended it fairly well on the fourth one. But I think maybe there's a bit more to do. Because in reality, only 5 games, I mean, that's not really that much. I feel like a game series can run at least maybe 7 or 8. That's just how I feel, unless they just really do a magnificent job. For example, like with Metal Gear Solid 4, I don't think 5 was really that necessary. In fact, I don't know, I struggle to understand why they called it a Metal Gear Solid 5. To me, it should have been called Metal Gear Solid Peace Walkers 2, because it really had little to do with the Metal Gear Solid series. So that's why I think a lot of people hated it, because they're not familiar with the Peace Walker series. And if you didn't play that series, you're not going to really understand what's going on. So in reality, I think they should have just done that. But I still think it was a great game. I'm actually currently playing that. But Metal Gear Solid 4 was just such an epically beautiful game. And the way they ended it was just so profound. I can't think of any other ending that really touched me in a way that Metal Gear Solid 4 did. It was just very profound, and I don't think I'll ever play another game series quite like that. With that said, though, there is, and I didn't speak on this at all, but there is a Hideo Kojima game coming out, which I know little to anything about, and I think most of us do too, except it has the guy from The Walking Dead. I don't know what to say about any of that, except I hope it's not a zombie game, because I think we've gotten enough of those. Oh yeah, there is one more game though I did want to discuss that I am looking forward to. It is that Metro Exodus game. Simply because although I am a fan of Fallout, I'm not a huge fan of grinding and having to do several different challenges and stuff like that. I'm more of a guy that just likes to do what I want to do. I don't like having to do challenges and having to go grind to different people to get certain things done. And Metro Exodus doesn't look like one of those games, so I think I probably will be playing that instead of Fallout 4. I was going to play Fallout 4 because I just recently finished with Fallout 3, although I lost a bunch of my shit and I didn't get to finish it, but I hate Windows. I hate Windows with such a passion. I was just basically, long story short, I was trying to, what you call, not reset, but what is it called? Refresh your PC, I think, or something like that. Clean your PC. It said it would keep my files, but it deleted half my shit. I swear to God, Windows. I know I should probably be using Linux, but I'm a dumbass and I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. I could barely even pirate games. So for those of you who struggle with Windows, though, definitely check into perhaps installing Linux on your computer. That's what a lot of people use. A lot of people who don't want to have to deal with Windows use Linux. 1 second, guys. Yeah. I'm making a video. What's up? Me? No, Dad got me some. Okay, bye. All right, bye-bye. Love you too. Bye. That's okay. Ah, shit. All right. Anyway, sorry about that. So what am I saying here? La, 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 la. Metro Exodus. Yeah, it looks like a great game. I think I will be giving that a shot. But all in all, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So, looking forward to seeing what could possibly transpire from all of this. But again, I'm just not going to be getting my hopes up because I've been disappointed in the past with things that I thought were going to be really good that they tried so hard to sell to me. But in reality, it just was, you know, lackluster at best. But we'll see anyways, guys. So, I think there was one more thing I was going to say, though, about the Metro Exodus. What was I going to say? I guess that's pretty much it. In terms of shooters, though, sadly, there's really nothing that has my attention because I'm no longer a fan of EA or Activision. I feel they have screwed over the fans way too much. So, yeah, I'm just not really going to support either one of them anymore. So that pretty much means that I can't play The Division or Dying Light. Dying Light, I think that is actually, is it Activision? Maybe it's not. I'll have to check into that. But there was one Activision shooter. Oh yeah, of course, Black Ops 4. That's what I was speaking about. But Dying Light, I don't think that's EA or Activision. So I might consider that one, but I'm just really strung out on zombie games, to be quite honest with you guys. I don't really know what to think about that one right now, but we'll see anyways. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.